Mic test, mic test, mic test. That's so creepy. Hey guys, it's DC here and welcome to another live stream. Quick shout out to John Shinell, who is the only legendary fan of this channel. Is the only legendary level member. For anyone else who would like to become a member, if you click on the join button below, I think it's here. Click on that and you get a whole bunch of cool perks. So let's get started. Let's begin this. I've got a whole different setup this time. I've got more things. I've got a few more chat thingies going on. If you keep looking at me looking weirdly, I've just got two screens and it's blowing my mind. I've got this, which is pretty cool, I think. I've got like multiple stuff going on. How good is it? How good is that transition as well? Yeah, so what's been going on? It's Tuesday night. There's a massive storm going through where I live at the moment. And for some reason, there's two parties on. Like one just there and the other one like 3 doors down. So it's out of control. I don't know what's going on for a Tuesday night, but it doesn't really matter. A couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Let's go over those quickly before I start answering any questions. All right. So the first one was around being in like a military service and then working your way towards cybersecurity. So a lot of people come to me asking me, how do I go from being in the military service to working in cybersecurity? And there is a couple of different options, but the main point is that you are already at an advantage. And let me tell you exactly why. The reason is because as a military serviceman or whatever you want to call it, you have a government clearance. Now with government clearance, you can then work your way directly into some of the, from what I've been seeing recently anyway, some of the entry-level cybersecurity positions in government agencies. So, for example, if you wanted to become a SOC analyst, right, and you have just finished your military service, you want to jump over to being a SOC analyst, all you have to do is get certified, use your MV1 or whatever clearance you have in the country that you are in, and then get a job. It's as simple as that. They teach you the rest on the job. There's also how do I call them? It's like there's a business out there, right? It's a membership-based business similar to Cybrary. It's called the With You, With Me Academy. Now, if you do go to them, definitely tell them that I sent you because they do know me. And they're a bunch of really cool guys who will help you get certified and use your previous experience in the military to get a job. That's their whole business. Their whole business is to get you certified after finishing up in the military. It's for veterans who want to join into cybersecurity. So check them out. For anyone out there who's interested in that, it's definitely worthwhile. Now, let's go to some of these questions. Let's have a look at what we've got here. Scribster wants some snow bunnies in the stream. It's not going to happen, mate. I'm here all alone, unfortunately. Jerry Dakota says, CyberSec. Is that me? Can you hack Black Box right now? No. William Tarrant, what up? What's up, dude? I see you here all the time, so welcome back. Jerry, do you have websites that can me a system I'm in? I have no idea what you're talking about. How much do you make in your Carter? I have no idea what that question means either, but I think it means how much do you make in your career? It's a pretty loaded question. I don't really know how much I've made in my entire career. Probably not that much, to be honest, because I just been cruising around. Let me read some more questions here. Do you recommend the Range Force SOC Battle Paths? This is from RK. I have honestly never heard of the Range Force SOC Battle Path. If you can maybe chuck a link in there, I'll have a look and I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. But I've never heard of it, so who knows? And how does it compare with the BLT1 certification? Again, I have absolutely no idea. If anyone has any questions, please do throw them in the chat. I'm just going to answer them live. If anyone wants to jump in the voice chat, the Discord link is literally above my head. This whole thing here is the Discord link. So if you're asking me, how do I get to your Discord? It's literally the biggest thing on this page apart from my head. So jump on discord.gg/DC CyberSec. There is also a link in the description. I have verified that it works this time. So you can't complain that the link in the description doesn't work. It definitely works. Jump on there, have a chat. I'll drag you in. Jump into the waiting room like it says on the screen. And yeah, I'll drag you into the chat and we can have a lovely chat together. Enjoy says, I'm under the name Enjoy on the Discord too. I try to jump on the streams when I can. Yeah, I saw you in the last one and I had a chat with you very briefly in Discord the other day. Welcome back, man. Jerry Dakota says again, I meant, do you know of any websites that can make me a system admin? I think you mean admin. There's no websites that can make you a systems administrator. But there are plenty of certifications out there and different pathways. Most of them start with help desk, to be honest, so maybe work your way up from there. Brad says, how did lockdown affect your workflow? Actually, I think lockdown was quite possibly the best period of my working career ever since working in a bar. And I say that entirely truthfully. I was stuck at home like everyone else was, and I didn't have to go and meet people, which sounds pretty terrible, I guess, when I say it like that. But it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed being at home and working at my own pace without people over my shoulder for the first time in so long. And it was really enjoyable. I had a great time. Love your chevron style moustache. Thank you. I usually get referred to as my moustache anyway, as the Stalin moustache, because apparently I look like Stalin. But I'll take chevron. That's an upgrade, I think. What kind of jobs have you had, and what was your highest pay? That's from Yuma. My highest paying job was as a SOC team lead. I was getting paid $178,000 annually on started off as a 6-month contract, so cut that in half. That was the most I have ever been paid, and probably ever will get paid in this industry, I think, unless I was to go upwards towards like Chief Information Security Officer or something like that. But that's not really for me, so I don't think I'd do it. As far as jobs go, I've done anything from a remote support worker, so literally or a mobile support worker. So I was driving around to people's houses and fixing their computers. I've done help desk, I've done network engineering, systems administration, network security, SOC analyst, SOC team lead, cloud network pen tester, various other miscellaneous roles in between. I've done a lot of random roles, to be honest. Yeah. Megarain says, potentially stupid question. I love stupid questions. They're my favorite. How much do US/other country data laws affect working in cybersecurity in Australia? Not at all, really. There's not a lot to... I think you're referring to like the whole web app, the web app scene. And yeah, to be honest, it doesn't really affect anything. There's plenty of other things you can do apart from US sites. And yeah, it doesn't really make much of a difference to your life at all, as far as I'm aware anyway. What certs did you need for that job? I needed an OSCP, and I also needed 6+ years experience for that job in a cybersecurity role, which at the time I didn't quite have. I had 5 and a bit years, but it was close enough. The main point for me was that I had worked in other government agencies that were fairly similar to the one that I was going to work in as a SOC team lead at. So, yeah, that was pretty much the kicker for me. And there's not that many people around where I live with an NV1 clearance and cybersecurity experience as well as certifications. So I'm pretty lucky in that regard. The Zombie Cooper, do you work independently or with a team? Most of the places I work now, I work independently because most of the work I'm doing now is at client sites doing either cloud network pen testing or different sort of automation tasks. In the past though, especially in a SOC team, naturally you are in a team. So you're working in a team. Next question. Best SOC learning resources for starters. Oh, finally, a blue team question. This is fun. I would say there's a Splunk Essentials course, which is, I think it's free or very cheap. And it's really good to learn how Splunk works, which is probably the most common tool in a SOC team that you will learn. So have a look at that. That's where I would start with that. Uma, again, lots of questions, man. I love it. How old are you? I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 on the 2nd of February this year. I graduated and I have no experience but degree in cybersecurity and no one will hire me because of no experience. Yeah, it's a real problem. The experience gap that people are seeing a lot of these days is an absolute pain in the ass, to be frank. And yeah, it's it's a wild world out there, man. You really do need experience, and it is very hard to get experience, but it's not the end of the world. You can gain experience from doing different things. So yeah. Also, welcome Belvin92 from Twitch. Good to see someone from Twitch in here. Nexus is also on Twitch. What's up? Yeah, there's 3 people in Twitch today. This is awesome. All right. Let's go down a little bit more. How much do you think the cybersecurity scene in Australia will grow in the future? And is there a strong future ahead in Australia specifically? This is from Brad. My answer to that is yes, there is a huge scene in Australia at the moment. The government is doing another push at the moment. They started about a month ago, just at the start of this year. And they're trying to, I see a post at least once or twice a day for different government positions in mostly Sydney, Melbourne, and Canberra. Mostly Canberra, to be completely honest, for different cybersecurity jobs. All of them, though, including the entry-level jobs, do require an NV1 clearance. So that is definitely tricky. They're really looking for that sort of mid to higher level entry-level position candidate. So there's plenty of jobs around though. I see, like I said, I see these posts all the time. I post them in my Discord chat. Link above me for Discord. And yeah, there's lots of jobs around in Australia. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go to LinkedIn real quick and I'll show you exactly where I'm seeing these jobs. So bear with me one sec. I'll jump over here. Let's change this up. Oh man, that transition is just, it's beautiful. All right, when my computer finally loads. Now, if you wanted to search for someone on here who posts a lot of jobs on cybersecurity, there is a lady on here called Amanda Smith. Wow, my computer is absolutely struggling. All right, this lady here. She is the owner of a company called the Independent Search Cybersecurity, and all she does is looks for cybersecurity talent in Australia. So if we have a look at her posts, urgent role Canberra, right? The first one. Let's have a look. Urgent role Canberra, security architect with MV1 clearance, $200,000. Urgent roles Canberra. I'm currently looking for a junior SOC analyst for a 24/7 SOC. have about 11 junior positions and 4 entry level. That's pretty cool. Experience in a knock would be great. MV1 clearance is required. Current open roles. Look at it. Like, look how many roles she is posting. She is just smashing it. There's so many roles here that she's looking to fill. It's just out of control. All right, let's go back to the questions. Can we get into a government job like NSA without a college degree? Yes, you can is the short answer. The long answer, though, is it's going to be very, very difficult because pretty much everyone else applying for the jobs does have a degree. And for everyone else, you also need experience. That's the kicker here. You're going to need experience to get that job. So have a look. Okay, next question is from... Wow, that thunder is hectic. Next question is from Belvin92. He says, what do you reckon on Cisco CCNA cert? Network is not my strongest suit, so I wonder, would it be great for beginners? I always recommend the CCNA for anyone getting into cybersecurity, just because it does teach you all of that fundamental knowledge you need to know about networking. And it's also a great pathway into cybersecurity if you find yourself in that experience gap. With a CCNA, you can get a job as a network engineer. There's lots, and there's even more jobs as network engineers than there are in cybersecurity, because all the old network engineers have probably moved into cybersecurity already. So if you're looking to get into cybersecurity and you're thinking, should I get a CCNA? The answer is absolutely yes. Get a CCNA. It's gonna push you ahead and get you a job in either network engineering or potentially like a level 3 help desk focusing on networking, or you could potentially even move directly into cybersecurity with a bunch of cybersecurity certifications on the back. So, yeah. All right, let's find another question. How can a guy in India get MV1 clearance? You can't. You can't get a clearance in Australia unless you are an Australian citizen or if there's an exemption made, but that is pretty rare, to be completely honest. If you were wanting to migrate to Australia and get a job in cybersecurity here, you would be looking towards the private sector, and there is plenty of jobs in the private sector as well. And they do employ lots and lots of Indian people all the time. I work with 3 Indian guys at the moment in the team I work in, and they are so skilled. They have so many certifications. It just makes the local guys here look crazy, to be honest, because in India, like I was talking to someone in the live stream the other day, it's quite competitive. So if you do have to get quite a lot of certifications. But then when you come here with all of those certifications, you're just worth gold. You're absolutely gold, because no one here has that level of certification. No one has like a master's degree and 5 years of experience and like all the certs. But a lot of people coming from overseas do. So you do have an advantage there. RK says, scenario question, if some client asks you to check on an email which contains a link, how would you investigate if that link is executable? It would have to get through the threat filter first. So depending on what that system is, it would have to get through all of that system, as well as usually a sandbox. So if you really want to, you can sandbox it in a VM. Just take that potentially malicious email, put it in a sandbox VM, open it there and see what happens. There's other ways of like reverse engineering emails as well that you can look into, but yeah, just have a look. Area 13, that was me at DC CyberSec, the guy you were speaking to during your stream. Oh, right. Cool. I can't remember. I think I can't remember your Discord name, but yeah, if anyone wants to actually chat live, like talk with their voice, jump on the Discord server, link above, jump in there, jump into the waiting room, and I'll drag you in. We can have a chat. I see Migarain has joined the Discord server, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he'll jump into the Discord chat. I'll keep that open on the side. All right, Hellhack. So he says, since there are very less colleges for undergrad in cybersecurity, so could you suggest some good ones? No worries of the country. So you want to know some good colleges for cybersecurity undergraduates? I mean, pretty much any of the ones in Australia are good. So my favorite university in Australia is Deakin University, specifically for their cybersecurity course. I love it. I think it's probably the best cybersecurity degree that you can get in Australia. I myself went to QUT. Back then there was no such thing as cybersecurity degrees. I just did a CS degree like everyone else did who wanted to get into IT. Apart from that, QUT, still pretty good apparently. UQ, just as good. It's all the same thing. All right, Uma, sorry for too many questions. I want to get into cybersecurity. I'm thinking of doing Security Plus by CompTIA and then getting into IT, and from there, use that experience for a cybersecurity job. Sounds like a good plan. RK says, how often do you live stream? I'm trying to do at least 2 a week. So I'm aiming for like a Tuesday or Wednesday night, as well as 1 day on the weekend, and probably in the morning, because I want to hit both of those sort of time zones, if possible. So yeah, 2 times a week. I don't know what days yet, and it's too hard to plan, to be completely honest. Belvin92 from Twitch says, also, can you elaborate on what entry-level roles are for cybersecurity and what are their duties and responsibilities as an example? Entry-level roles include things like SOC analyst, cybersecurity engineer sometimes falls under entry-level. Sometimes even network security engineer falls under the entry-level. There's also different entry levels for like risk and compliance and junior pen tester or junior analyst or junior reverse engineer. Just pretty much anything with junior at the start is a pretty good indication that it's a junior position. So yeah, what are the roles and responsibilities of those? You're probably better off looking, but I can't give you a straight answer because each company defines their title differently and what jobs are aligned with that job. So if you were, for example, to have a look at 2 completely separate companies but the same job title, you'll notice that the roles are probably different at each, because each environment is going to be different wherever you go. So that's I can't really answer that question, unfortunately. Cleve Creaney says, about to start a cyber career. Congratulations, man. Looking forward to it. Can't say much more than that. Well, we're looking forward to welcoming you into the industry. I hope you do well. Rishabh Gupta says, I'm from India. I will be doing my master's in cybersecurity in University of Birmingham in the UK starting from September. Awesome. I'm looking forward to... Oh, here we go. He continues. Before going, currently I am studying for a Network Plus and then jump for Security Plus. Am I on the right path? Will it become easy for me getting a job when I graduate in 2022? Network Plus, yeah, I'd probably get a CCNA instead, but it's up to you. Security Plus, perfect. You may have been listening to my advice over the last few years of me spitting out saying get the Security Plus. It's a good certification. I like that you've thrown in the Network Plus there as well to get that networking knowledge. That's good. You're on the right path, man. Let's have a look in Discord. Oh, we got Caesar. Caesar, how's it going? You're on the live stream. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Caesar? Going once, going twice, and I'm dragging you out. Sorry, mate. That's a shame. He missed out. Caesar, if you're listening, send me a DM if and when you're ready to jump back in, and I'll drag you back in. Oh, so what do we got? What's the stats here? We got 4 people on Twitch, which is nice to see, seeing as I've only just sort of been doing Twitch for the last couple of days, and 21 people in YouTube, which is about average for my YouTube views. This is fun. This is good. Can you guys hear the music at all? or is it too soft? I can't really hear it, but I've got it turned way down because it distracts me. Okay, Brad is back, and yeah, so I'm getting all these messages and getting distracted. All right, Brad says, is a master in cybersecurity really worth it? What sort of benefits do they bring? It's a good question. In most cases, no, but it is useful down the line if you want to get into like a management position. So having a master's degree is then better. If you just want to do the bare minimum, then just a normal degree in cybersecurity is perfectly fine. Belvin, still figuring out Discord. Okay, I'll drag you back in, and you can have a chat when you figure it out. I'll leave you here. Just start talking when you're ready, man. Okay. Will AI replace people in cyber? From Chan? Sure. It's a good question. The answer at the moment is no. I answer this question every single live stream. Everyone keeps asking, is AI going to take over the job? Is it still worth getting into cybersecurity? The answer is yes. Your job as a cybersecurity engineer won't change until AI does take over. And will it take over everything? No, it will just change how things work. So it's not one of those jobs that can just be taken over by an AI. We're not living in the movie iRobot. It's a little bit more in depth than that. And if you watch anyone else talk about cybersecurity and AI, you'll notice that they usually will point towards something like automation and sort of go down that trail, which is pretty much the truth. In IT, most people use AI for different types of automation to complete tasks that no one really wants to do or takes too long to do anyway. So, yeah, the answer is no. Let's see. Next question. Matt Gray, do you ever do mentoring? No, I don't really do mentoring. I'm not big on mentoring. So, yeah, the reason I don't do mentoring is because it takes so much of my time away. And I figure that if I can just mentor everyone on certifications and experience and how to get that job by doing live streams, then that's good, because then I can cover as many people who want to join these live streams, and that sort of works out well for me. So yeah, this is about as far as mentoring goes for me. Caesar, no, I can still not hear you, unfortunately. All right. 33L Boogie says, hi DC, I'm halfway through Cert 4 in cybersecurity at TAFE. Nice. Been new to IT and cyber in general. I'm struggling a bit with coding and programming units. Any suggestions that might help me understand it? Yes. I had a similar problem when I first started learning Python, and what actually took me over the line is creating my own Python scripts by essentially taking other people's scripts. So just like a script kiddie would, I was just grabbing other people's scripts and chopping them up and putting them all together with other scripts, and then making my own big script out of it. And that helped me understand exactly how it works pretty quick. I mean, I learnt Python then probably like 6 to 12 months for like a basic use anyway.
Mic test, hello.
Oh yeah, I can hear you. It's just super soft.
Oh, okay.
How's
Hello,
it...
DC, Beam this side.
Yeah, welcome to the live chat, man. How's it going?
Just wanted to ask you something.
Yep.
Like, how about time management? Like, it fucks me over every time. As you can also see in your videos.
Yeah. So how to manage your time better in cybersecurity or in life in general?
Both.
Both?
Like, cybersecurity is part of our life now. So
I guess. Yeah. Okay. My answer to that question would be, well, I'll tell you how I manage my time, which is by basically putting everything I need to do into a calendar so that I have it scheduled out on exactly what I need to do and when. So then you get like alerts on how to do it and everything. That's a pretty old school way of doing it. A lot of people nowadays prefer things like a Kanban board or like an Asana type thing. There's apps like Monday out there, which are pretty useful for that sort of thing. There's Trello and Jira, which are good as well. But for me, I personally just like having everything I need to do in a calendar. So like, for example, tonight I had in my calendar that I was doing a live stream from 7:30 until roughly 9:30. After that, I've got to record a video for someone. And yeah, before this, I had a meeting, and I put in everything. I have my breaks, like my lunch breaks, and when I'm going to eat dinner, everything like that, set into a calendar entry so that I know exactly what I need to do and when. Does that sort of help?
Thanks.
Or
Yeah, it will help.
yeah,
Great.
no worries.
Another question.
Yep.
What was your first project in cybersecurity?
My first project. My first project was actually a firewall migration. So I wasn't quite into cybersecurity yet. I was sort of in a network security engineer position. So I went into an organization, and the project to do was to swap out all of their switches, their VoIP system, and their firewalls and load balancers. So I had to do a design based on that and then get it approved by the IT manager at that company, and then actually do the work. It was a pretty small organization. There's only like 500 employees, so pretty small. But yeah, it was pretty challenging because I'd never really done too much with firewalls before. I'd done a lot of switch work prior to that. So yeah, learning about all the different fun stuff you can do with firewalls was pretty eye-opening for me, especially with any of the other firewalls that I dealt with previously were just basic firewalls. They weren't like this whole next-gen firewall thing, which is pretty normal now as well. So yeah.
Hey, yeah, that.
Cool. No worries. I'm going to drag you back into the waiting room, man, and I'll answer some of these questions on YouTube. Okay. And there it goes. All right. Let me see. Mazdisna Art says, "Hi, thanks for your advice and motivation. Please keep it up." Thank you. That means the world to me. For anyone who's new to the stream, please do subscribe. Please also press the like button. It does help the channel out a lot. Like YouTube will then recommend this video or my other videos to other people, and it will help the channel grow, which is definitely a goal of mine at the moment. If you really want, you can become a YouTube member by clicking on the join button. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get a whole bunch of really cool perks. Yeah, have a look at that if you're interested. If you're not, no worries. Burke Errolslan, I can't say your name, I'm terribly sorry, says, "Hey man, I'm 18 years old and living in Belgium. I'm studying on cybersecurity field last 4 months. What would you suggest in order to improve my skills and get ready for all the certifications?" It depends what certifications they are and what skills. Are you studying at university at the moment or what? If I was like just getting back into cybersecurity now, and I was in university, for example, and I'm watching all these videos on YouTube, I'm reading all this material, and it's starting to get a lot. What I would do is calm it down a little bit. And I know that might sound crazy, but what I would do is join a cybersecurity program at the university you're in. So a lot of them have like hacking clubs or cybersecurity clubs or something like that in the university. Join that and focus on that while doing your studies. When you get to the end of your degree, have a look at doing some certifications like a CCNA or a CompTIA Security Plus, or maybe even the OSCP, so that you are certified when you leave university. A lot of people say that networking is useless, but it's not. And I don't mean like networking switches and stuff like that. I mean networking with people. A lot of the time, it really does help to know some people who are already in the industry to help you get a job in the industry in where they work, or maybe where their friends work. If they're already in the industry, chances are they know other companies and other people at other companies, and can potentially help you get a job there if they like you. So networking is a pretty useful skill, I feel. ASDFG937 Kim says, I'm currently working as CyberArk analyst as a junior level in one of the big 4 banks. I wanted to become a pen tester, but OSCP seems prerequisite. Yep, it is. It is pretty tough to get that certification. Yeah, it is pretty hard to get that certification. I failed the first time. Another guy I know failed the first time. Another guy I know failed twice before he got it. And it's just not an easy certification, but it is pretty much the industry standard for pen testers if you want to get a job as a pen tester down the line. So definitely have a look at getting the OSCP, get the course material, study for it, and just try your best. You'll get there in the end, so don't let it get you down. AJ says, hello, please reply that why Israel is on top of cybersecurity, why are they so good? There's a lot of answers to that question, and I would say number one is the way they train their cybersecurity professionals is pretty good from what I've heard. Having not worked in Israel, although I'd love to, a lot of stuff comes out of Israel. So for example, like Palo Alto originally started in Israel, so did Checkpoint, and they're both massive firewall vendors. And they're not the only ones. There's heaps and heaps of companies based around cybersecurity that have come out of Israel because it is such a well-funded industry by the government there. So that would be my main reason to why they are so good. But yeah, have a look into it. And have a look into, what's that team called? It's like 3100 or something like that. Have a look at that as well. It's pretty cool. Belvin92 from Twitch says, what you reckon about Python, PowerShell, and Bash? Is it required for CyberSec, like automating tasks? PowerShell can be used for more than just automation. It can also be used for privilege escalation, so definitely worth learning, especially in an Azure environment, which is a massive up-and-comer in the cybersecurity space. Bash and Python, they can kind of go hand in hand. So if you can learn the two at the same time, like running Python scripts in Bash, that would be very useful. The easiest way to learn those two is to do CTFs. On TryHackMe, there's a lot of different CTFs that require you to run a Kali Linux box and essentially run a Python script, like a SQL injection script or something like that, within those Kali boxes, which would be in Bash when you're running it through the terminal. So have a look at that. That would be my recommendation for you. Katchan says, I want to thank you. Oh, thank you, man. I'm 17 years old and I'm living in India. After watching your videos and joining your Discord community, I saw that everyone is so dedicated. I got my first Hall of Fame last week. Really? Nice one, man. Congratulations. I wish I had like a button for like a cheering crowd or something. Maybe I'll do that next time. I'll add that in. And thanks for answering my questions. No problem. Beam says moustache. Yeah, you like this moustache, man. Beam, I haven't seen you for ages, man. It's good to see you here. All right. Where is the thing? Rishab Gupta says, hi DC, last question. What are job... Oh, damn, we gotta remember. Congratulations, Gagandeep Bhatia. Welcome to the community, and thank you for becoming a channel member. I appreciate it so much. Back to the question. From him, hi TC, last question. What are job prospects in the UK for cybersecurity, especially for international students like me? I have some great news for you. They have a massive incentive going on at the moment. They've just sort of started in November and December last year, where they are trying to get more people who are skilled from overseas into the UK, because there's not that many people in the UK locally who are actually interested in becoming cybersecurity engineers. They're just not really that keen for some reason. I don't know why. They have so many great programs over there, but yeah, have a jump on it and see what's going on. Sid, another new another new member. This is crazy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I love you as always, Sid. Yeah, for anyone else who wants to become a channel member, I might as well drop this again. Anyone who wants to become a channel member, click the join button. You get lots of mad perks. You get a couple of little special emojis for YouTube live streams. And yeah, you get some pretty cool perks in the Discord community. Basically the same as what a server booster would get, but you also get exclusive access to behind the scene videos for the same price as a server booster. So check it out. All right. Mahesh Varma says, is a Security Plus worth going for as a first certification? Absolutely. I would say it's the best certification to get as your first cybersecurity certification. So now with the Security Plus, something worth noting there is that you should probably know a little bit about IT generally as an industry first before just jumping straight into it. There is some pretty tricky bits in that certification, or there was anyway when I did it, and I already had a fair bit of experience in that point. I had like 7 or 8 years of IT experience when I did my CompTIA Security Plus. So definitely have a look at doing that, and just read the coursework. It's probably the most important thing. There is some labs online as well as Udemy courses. I can't remember the guy's name. I was just trying to think of it. But there's a guy on Udemy who has done like a Zero to Hero CompTIA Security Plus course, and I had a look at it, and it was pretty damn good. It basically gave you every answer you needed. So I'll search for that, and I'll chuck it in the description later if I can find it. But yeah. Next question is from Surab Shind and says, your tip on getting entry-level job in Melbourne. Currently studying MS in IT in RMIT and have AWS CCNA and been doing bug bounties for 4 years, but no industrial experience. Yeah, the problem with bug bounty programs is that they don't give you any tangible experience. Having that CCNA though, I would definitely start looking at network engineer roles, especially if you have some sort of other IT experience. The thing is, you're still in uni, and places don't really employ people while they're still in university because they have to go to university, right? Most places employ people for a network engineer role or something similar on a full-time basis. So have a look into maybe doing some other certifications like the OSCP if you really want to become a cybersecurity engineer or a pen tester, and yeah, just jump on that, and then when you finish university, apply for these other jobs. That's my best advice for you. Alex Rivera says, have you heard anything about the University of Miami cybersecurity boot camp? I haven't. Sorry, I don't know anything about this. What's it called? The University of Miami. No, I don't know anything about that. Filippo DeLuca says, Professor... Oh, yes, it is. Professor Messer's CompTIA course on Udemy is absolutely bonza. Check it out. It's really, really good. That's the one I was talking about before. Thank you for reminding me. Mike Myers' one is also awesome. Beam says, last question I want to ask all of our Discord call. I have PC CSA, PC CET. Should I go for Security Plus, or is there any better cert? With those certs, I would probably go straight to OSCP, to be honest. But maybe if you want to take it at a bit of a slower pace, then yeah, have a look at the CompTIA Security Plus. It's not a bad certification, but it's sort of on the same level, like it's on par with those other certifications. So yeah, have a look at doing that, I guess. But if it was me, I'd probably just go straight to OSCP. I'm going to have a quick look in the Discord chat and see if there's anyone there. No one has joined yet, which is interesting. Someone sent me a message. It says, thank you for your work today. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, where are we? We've got a few people joining the Discord server, but no one in the voice chat, which is fine. I'm going to leave it like that then. Dasitha Samarish something says, Security Plus is really good if you're looking for jobs in American job market. The same applies for the Australian job market. Places here really do like the CompTIA certifications. Specifically, the Security Plus, not so much the Network Plus. The A Plus, they absolutely hate it. They sort of figure if you needed to do an A Plus, then you didn't have enough knowledge to begin with. So it kind of sucks, but yeah. Let's have a look at these other certs. Nope. All right. What else should we do? Should we do a CTF? Is anyone interested in a CTF or yeah. Brad says, do you play any video games? No, I play Stardew Valley every now and then, but I'm not really that big in it. Yeah, I just don't have time for games, to be honest. I'm either working or eating. Can you tell? Those are my two favorite things to do, especially eating. I love eating good food. So yeah, I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft though back in the day, and a lot of Age of Empires. On that topic, I'm going to join a really old... No, I'm not actually. I'll change my mind. I was going to go into my nostalgia chat on Discord and go through that, but we've done that. Let's miss it. Beam says, so PWK and then OSCP would work, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. What about Among Us? Yeah, I have played Among Us. Does anyone want to play Among Us? I could probably play Among Us. Let's play some Among Us. I'm going to kill the music and jump into Among Us. All right. I'll see if my computer can handle this. I suspect no, but we'll give it a crack. All right, let's change my screen. We'll chuck it over here. I'll disconnect this one. I'm going to jump into... No, I won't actually. Forget that. Yeah, let's do it. Gaming voice chat. Alright. Just waiting for Steam to load up, and then we'll play some Among Us. Should be fun. Matt Gray says, what do you use for note-taking? I've been using Notion, but really want to move to something with encryption. I use 1Password as my encrypted note-taking thing because, I don't know, it just works for me. For everything else, I pretty much use iNote on my phone. It works pretty good as well. All right. Let's play Among Us, shall we? I wonder if it's going to lag out. I suspect it will. All right. There we go. Online. I'm going to move this across to here. If anyone wants to play Among Us, jump into Discord and yeah, send me an invite code and I'll chuck it in. Dasitha Samarasingh says, just curious, what's DC stand for? It's a good question. It's actually the first initial of my first name. It's the first initial of my second name. So my full name is David Christopher Lee, and DC is my nickname. It's always been my nickname. Who's jumped in here? Caesar. Caesar's in the gaming voice chat. You gonna play Among Us with me, dude? No. No. I'm gonna join another voice chat real quick and try and get them in. You guys want to play Among Us?
We're playing
Oh,
CS.
what's up?
Hey, DC, how's it going, man?
Yeah, good. I'm gonna go back to the gaming chat. Catch you later.
Yeah.
All right. There's a few voice chats on there, so yeah. Matt Gray says, thanks for everything, DC. Love your streaming as always. Thank you. I appreciate it. While we're waiting for someone to give me a Discord, not a Discord, an Among Us.
Hey, can I join in with my
Yeah, man. Yeah, jump on in.
mobile phone? Like, will it work? I guess no.
Yeah, you can play on phone
coming right
to
up.
PC. Yeah, I'll create a game. Max players 10, imposters 2. Yeah, let's go to Skeld chat English. Confirm. Alrighty, the code, if anyone wants to join, is BESDBF. So if you watch my live stream, you'll be able to see the code there. See if I can get that on here. Alrighty. Jump on into Among Us. If anyone wants to jump in, there's the code. It's right there. Rishabh Gupta says, any book you can recommend for pen testing? I will doing Try Hack Me and Hack the Box too. There's a book called The Guide to Pen Testing, I think. I'm actually going to create a couple of links with different areas of IT that you can get into and what books you should get for those. So yeah, have a look at that and jump on in on those. Is no one going to join this this game? Looks like no. Cool. Okay. Forget about the game then. Let's close that down.
Oh,
Hey, what's
just close
the
it down.
code and
Yeah, I just closed the game because no one was joining. So that's
I was
all.
like, oh, I'll probably just...
Do you want to play or?
No, it's all right.
yeah, I can play.
Yeah, come on, let's play. All right, I'll start it back up again. Hold up.
I guess it's just dead at this time of work day.
Yeah. All right. I got Among Us back up on the screen. Can you create a game and tell me what the code is? Good boy. Good boy.
Yep, just launching the game now.
Okay.
So what you been up to today, man? Busy?
Yeah, just been busy. This is in a live stream at the moment, by the way. Just heads up. Yeah, it was a pretty busy day. I was just chilling, working. Got this new screen and my monitor arms. Pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had two screens on my home computer for years, like 5,
Oh, yep.
6, maybe 7 years. I've been using a laptop at home for like 7 years with no extra monitors.
Right. Finally joining the gang, the monitor gang.
Yeah, man. Give us the
I just dropped it in the mic.
in where?
Hey, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, for anyone in the live stream, the code is on my screen now. If you want to join, then join.
Can you spell it out? I closed the
Yep,
YouTube actually.
it is ATWPVF. So A for Apple, T for Tango, W for W, P for, I don't know, Peter, V for Victor, F for whatever F is. I can't remember.
Wait, you're not in the lobby, DC, for me.
Are you... Hold on, that code didn't work. Are you in the Asia region or another one?
I think I'm in Asia. Or
Okay.
it could be North America, because last time I was playing, I think we set it to North America.
Oh, okay. I'll just try that. PVF.
I'm getting 200 ping, so I guess I'm in North America.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting like almost 300
Oh,
ping.
there you go.
That's crazy. Yeah, boy.
Get on the bees, bro.
Get on the beers. I'm on the waters at the moment, so I don't lose my voice. I'm going to keep answering questions from this live stream real quick.
It says wrong code.
It's in North America,
ATWPVF.
by the way.
Yeah, you need to change your zone or region to North America. Okay, person in the live stream chat says, what will be the future of cybersecurity startups? The future of cybersecurity startups is as good as you make it. So if you wanted to start a startup, you have to have a pretty innovative idea to begin with. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of cybersecurity risks in startups as well, because they usually can't afford to essentially pay for a secure service, so they will just have a really insecure system. So yeah, the future of cybersecurity in startups is as good as it ever was. No one's joining. How sad. Alright, I'm going to end this live stream here because it's going nowhere now. So, catch everyone later. Have a great time. If you want to become a Discord person, join Discord. If you want to link up your Discord with all the cool benefits that you can get from being a YouTube member, do that as well. It's only $4.99 and you get lots of mad perks. So yeah, I'll see you guys around on the next live stream, whenever that is, probably in a few days' time. And yeah, have a good life. I'm going to end this stream.
Are you ending the stream?
Yeah, I'm ending the stream.